So today we're going to talk a little bit about how to get people to join your direct sales business. Anybody struggle with that? Anybody have some challenges? Give me some hearts, give me some yeses. Let me know if that's something that you tend to have a challenge with. Yes, most people do, definitely. Especially in the beginning. And the cool thing is it's a skill set, and we're going to talk about that. So just quickly, my story. I'm Jackie Elmer, 22 years in direct sales, 22 years full-time in direct sales, was able to be home with my children. I have a real passion about helping others, especially moms, be home with their children and learn how to leverage social media to build a multi-million-dollar global business, because it can be done. I literally built a business in a 7-year time frame where I never left my house once to promote my business. I built it all online in a small mountain community with a product that was basically a party plan type product. So if you're wondering, can you do this? Absolutely. I always say anything will sell on the internet as long as you learn how to sell yourself, how to engage people, how to attract that right audience. And that's a big part of what we're talking about. You can go to JackieElmer.com and you can get my 25 tips for my best lead sources online, how I've sponsored nearly 2,000 people since I've been building online. So go over there and grab that, and would love to share that with you and answer any questions you have. Okay, so let's talk a little bit then about how do you get people to join you in your business? What is it that you need to do? Well, first and foremost, you have to take yourself out of the equation. And I get asked that question all the time. How do I get people to join me? How do I get people to join my team? Or I see blasts out on Facebook, join my team, join my team, join my team. And my question always is, where is the prospect in all of that? Where is the value to your prospect? Because remember, at any given time, what your prospect is asking is, what's in it for me, right? That's what you were asking when you were looking for a business, right? You didn't probably care about all the facts and figures and celebrity endorsements and patents pending and all that other stuff. Later, that may have become important to you as you got involved with the company and the product and those kind of things. But you were probably asking, what's in it for me? So you always have to put yourself in the shoes of your prospect and remember that's what it is that your prospect is asking too. What's in it for me? So you want to make sure that you are asking good questions from them so that you can answer that question for them before they ever even ask it, because it's on their mind, but they may not be saying that to you. So you have to figure out a way to answer that question for them before they ever even ask it. That's going to bring them much closer to making that decision to join you. So, good questions would be, what are you looking for? What's satisfying to you now in your life, or what's not satisfying to you? Because people are basically looking for one of two things. They're looking for something they want more of, or they're looking for something that they want less of. And either way, you want to figure out how to answer that question and engage them in that conversation and providing that value to them. So one of the ways that you can bring them in to you and get them realizing that you're aligned with them, that you're in partnership with them to help them get what it is that they're looking for, after you've asked good questions, after you've determined what it is that they're looking for, then you want to do what I call offer a benefit statement. What's the benefit statement that you offer to them? What's going to be the value for them of joining with you? So I like to sell myself in that benefit statement, and I say something like, you may be wondering what you can expect from me as your sponsor. Is that a question you might have? That's a question worth asking. That's a question a lot of us have, right? We want to make sure that we're not signing up with someone who's going to sign us up and dump us, leave us, not stay in the game or whatever. And there's no guarantees about that. There's no guarantees whatsoever. That's okay. But you want to offer that benefit statement to them so that they feel confident in your leadership and why they would want to join with them. And then you back that up. I basically tell them, well, here is what you can expect from me. First thing that's going to happen when you get signed up, you're going to get a welcome email from the company and you're going to get some information from the company. But you're also going to receive an email from me that's going to contain A, B, and C, whatever that's going to be for you. But I let them know, here's what's going to be in that. I'm going to give you a little bit of time to digest that. And then within 24 to 48 hours, we're going to get back on the phone, back on a Skype call, whatever it is. If they're global, if they're international, get them on a Skype call. And we're going to go through kind of laying out a game plan of what's going to fit for you. Because I know you're busy, you have kids, whatever it is, we're going to sit down and go through a game plan that we're going to lay out a business plan of daily and weekly action steps along with a launch plan of what's going to fit for you and your schedule. We'll get out your calendar, we'll go through, we'll look at some different things, and we're going to figure out exactly what's going to be the right fit for you. So I give them some idea of what exactly they can expect, what they can expect from me, and what our partnership is going to look like, because that's it. The questions people have: can I do this? Can I make money with this? And is there going to be help and support? Are you going to be there for me? So you want to lay those out for them right up front in that benefit statement. And then in I actually call it the game plan interview. When I get them back on the phone, you want to find out, what are some of their goals? What are their income goals? What do they see as a launch plan? How do they see themselves getting their first few customers, their first few team partners? And then answer those questions. They may not have a clue, and that's where you want to be prepared to share with them your own story. How did you do those things? And, I always tell people, I'm an open book. I will share with you everything I've done, every mistake I've made, every success I've had. I'm truly an open book. There are no secrets. And from, within what I share, then they have to be willing to determine what those steps are going to be that they're going to take to accomplish those type things. And then also give people an out. Give people an out when they start asking a lot of questions. Say this may not be right for you. Or if they start offering a lot of objections, nothing wrong with saying, this may not be a fit for you. It sounds like, maybe you're hesitant. Maybe it's not a fit for you. Are there other questions I can answer? Don't be afraid to take the bull by the horns and deal with those topics that can seem uncomfortable, because all you're really looking to do is get an answer. So deal with those uncomfortable things if they come up. Don't be afraid of those things. Don't be afraid of those things at all. Just say, what do you have a hesitancy around? I sense that you are a little bit hesitant, or whatever it is. Definitely put that out there and put it on the table and give them that opportunity to, to deal with it. You were a bad sponsor, didn't know how to lead. You know what? Most of us are when we first get started, and that's okay. The biggest thing is that we continue to develop ourselves, we continue to grow. And, I've even said to people before, maybe if they've left the business or whatever, I've always said to them, hey, give me some feedback. How could I have better been a support to you to move you forward in this business? That will help you grow. And very often you're going to find that they'll say to you, you know what, it wasn't anything about you. It wasn't anything about what you did or didn't do. It just was bad timing for me. I just realized it wasn't something that was going to be right, whatever it is. But you'll find most often when you ask that question of people, you're going to allow yourself to feel better too, because you're going to quickly realize that it doesn't have anything to do with you. And that's going to empower you to keep moving forward and, do the things that you want to do and need to do to really rock out your business. And then the final thing really is ask them to join. Most of the time we think to ourselves, and tell me if you've thought this before, oh, if they were really interested, if they were ready, they would tell me, they would go ahead and join, they would do whatever, right? We think that a lot of times because we're hesitant to call them and say, have you made a decision yet? Have you made a decision? But the reality of it is, people like to be part of the exclusive club. Don't be afraid to say to them, you know what? I would really love to welcome you to the team. I would really love to build this business with you. I would love to work with you. I enjoy your personality. I think that we could have a lot of fun with this. How do you feel? Are you ready to get started? Don't be afraid to say those things and ask them. Or, I'm so looking forward to welcoming you to the team and introducing you to the team. I feel like your energy and your enthusiasm is really going to bring a lot of value to the entire team. Are you ready to get started? Or when do you see yourself as getting started? So different things like that. Make sure that wherever you are in the process, you are asking people to join you in your business. Don't leave that to them. Don't leave it to chance. And then if they tell you, yes, they're ready to get started, here is the worst thing you can do. The worst thing you can do is say, okay, here's the link, go sign up. No, ask them, are you ready to get started right now? Perfect, let's do this together. If you're on the phone, go to this website, or if you're chatting back and forth, let's get on the phone together, or let's get on Skype together. Let me walk you through the process. Get them while they're hot, while they're ready, and while you can help guide and control the situation and move them to push that submit button. Okay, you've got to do that. Do not just send them the link and say, here, go join. Let me know, I'll get a notification, I'll be in touch. If they're not ready at that point, then you can do one of two things. Of course, you want to give them the link because you want to give them that opportunity to get off the phone and say, well, you know what, that all sounded great. I think I am ready to join. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Or or maybe in the middle of the night they wake up and they think, oh, I'm just going to go ahead and get started now. I'm going to, push that button. Thank you so much for the hearts. I appreciate that. It also lets me know that you can hear me, as well as, hopefully you're appreciating the knowledge and the conversation that we're having. So I definitely appreciate that. Thank you so much. But you want to give them that link. But the other thing that you want to do is say, I know you're not ready right now. Here's the link when you're ready, but don't hesitate to call me or text me or Facebook message me when you're ready to get started. We'll get on together and I'll walk you through the process. Okay, that just solidifies your willingness to be there for them, to be the kind of sponsor that they're looking for. You're not saying, okay, I've done my job here, go sign up, do what you need to do. No, you're saying at every point in the process, I want to be active, I want to be involved in it, so let me know when that time is right for you, and let's get that done together. So that's a little bit on how to get people to join. Get your own agenda out of the way. Make sure that at every step you know what the benefit statement that you're going to offer, and that you also know what it is that they're looking for. What is that problem that your opportunity could solve for them? Because that's a big, big part of it. All right, let's take any questions that you have and then get you on your way on this lovely Tuesday afternoon. Any questions on any of that? Any comments? Anything that you want to share? Would love to get those answered for you. Good scope. Oh, Donna, hey, thanks for being on. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you for sure. Any other questions or comments? Anything about that benefit statement? Anything that you feel like you want to cover to, better fill that in so you feel a little bit more confident about how to share that with people? Any questions there? No? All right. Well, thank you all for being here. I definitely appreciate it. Loving being back in Periscope land, and I look forward to sharing some more with you here over the next few days, few weeks, and on into the future. What if they're not ready? How's the best way to ask for referrals? Great question. I like to ask them, if they say they're not ready, then I like to ask that step further. When do you see yourself as being, when do you think that you'll be ready? Is this something, and also don't be afraid, kind of like that, giving them an out. I always will say to them, do you see this as something that you do want to do on down in, in the future, or is it just not a fit at all? And I always say, it's okay to tell me. Don't be afraid to tell me. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I would just rather know. I can handle the truth. Something like that. And then in terms of, you'd give me your heart. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. In terms of asking for referrals, just be quick to say, who can you think of right now who might be right for this opportunity or this product right now? Don't be afraid to get them started thinking about it and talking about it. Chances are they may say no one, but chances are they may say, well, I can think of a few people. Anytime you put it out there, it puts in their mind some people who honestly they're probably already thinking of in terms of the business, and it might bring them back around to thinking, well, gosh, I do think they might be right for the business. Maybe we should get started and let's start talking to them. So just something like that. Don't be afraid to ask for referrals, and don't be afraid to hear no if they aren't ready to give you referrals. That's okay. Most people aren't. I'm just going to be honest. Most people don't give referrals. But most people don't join your network marketing business either. But a few do, and a few do, right? So a few people are going to give you referrals, and that's going to prompt them to want to go ahead and join because they're going to see the value in it. And, some of those people join your business. So that's just a big part of it. You just need to learn to make that a part of the whole process, the asking for referrals, because the reality of it is, even if they join you in your business, you're kind of asking them for referrals then too, because it's not just about them joining, it's who they know, who their network is, and then taking that out further with that network and bringing those people in. So it doesn't just stop with them, it's who they know. So all along the process, it's who they know and who they can share share those contacts with you, whether they're joined in the business or whether they're not. So that's definitely how I would deal with referrals. All right, I hope that helps. Thanks so much, everybody. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next Go.